Everybody ready?
I'm ready.
All right, guys, welcome to the 13th episode of A2Z Movie Night.
Woo! That's it.
A2Z Movie Night.
It's
the last one.
It's the final. It's Halloween,
countdown.
guys.
We're rounding the corner. We're on the final lap.
And I'd like to say, like, we've recorded some of them out of order, but this is actually the last one that we're going to record.
Yep.
Yeah. So we kind of worked that out, and this is also, I guess, this is the first official A2Z Movie Night podcast episode.
I feel sorry for all you listeners.
So we're giving this to Tim and Chris, but I kind of wanted to take it over. So I haven't told the guys
Sabotages.
what we're watching tonight.
Yeah.
We know two, but we don't know the others.
There's some that I snuck in. And this is going to be kind of like, I guess I was thinking about putting it together, and I thought that maybe it would be cool if we did an anthology. So that's kind of what we're going to do.
I'm down. I'm ready.
Yeah, this one kind of feels like a celebration. We're just hanging out, watching some shorts.
Yeah,
All
spooky
things
shorts. That's the theme. It's called Spooky Shorts.
Spooky shorts.
I mean, what was the impetus behind this? We just
pair of
wanted to watch
spooky
some cartoons and have some fun, or I mean,
think
it
so.
seemed like
Yeah.
a good mix, you know?
Yeah, we wanted to do something a little more lighthearted,
Yeah,
a little loose,
a little loose and fun,
a little
right?
loosey-goosey.
So, do we have the shots ready?
We got 'em
We
ready.
do.
Ready for the first?
What are we watching first? I don't even
So
know.
this
This
exactly.
is exciting. This is really exciting.
So this is
We're
also,
not really going to do like a 3, 2, 1 countdown.
Yeah,
on it. This is the
I'll
first.
do a 3, 2, 1. Well, I'll do a 3, 2, 1 on each.
you're gonna have to tell the listener what to look up though too.
Yeah,
fine.
exactly.
No, they'll figure it out.
They're
right,
they're
all right.
smart bugs.
like that one person out there who actually listens as intended. Fuck you.
This is gonna be a pain in there.
Fuck you, dude.
Hey, man, that's what you do.
They're along for the
Whenever you
ride.
start anew, you gotta skew tradition. So
if you made
cheers.
it 13, if you made it 12 episodes, you're
Bro,
here.
God bless you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Cheers.
You're the real MVP.
Oh goodness.
I want to know if you actually. I want to know if you actually have listened to one of these every day and celebrated with us. If we do, tell us, and that's kudos to you.
If you do, man, get out of your house.
Yeah,
Come
Or
on.
get a different
see
job.
the sun.
Come on.
All right, is everybody ready? We're gonna start this one in 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Hey!
Y'all
Coming
already know
at
what time it
ya.
is.
Transylvania 6 by 5000 is a Merry Melodies animated short directed by Chuck Jones and starring Bugs Bunny, created in 1963. It is notable as the last original Bugs Bunny short that Jones made for Warner Bros. Cartoons, actually.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's a lot of trivia coming at you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this also was pieced together with some other stories for the famous movie Daffy Duck's Quackbusters.
Are you serious?
One of my favorites. Yeah.
Which I have on DVD. I remember when Ava was very little, we'd watch it all the time. Where they took, there was like a Yeti story, this one, a couple other ones.
I remember that goofy ass Yeti.
Sylvester, or the Tweety bird, like turned into a giant, like muscular bird.
Oh,
It was scaring the shit out of Sylvester.
I remember that.
Doesn't he look sweet and crunchy?
This is it's kind of weird that we're watching this. The last A to Z interview that we actually did was with Chelsea Tipton, and we talked about the Bugs Bunny
Kill the
opera
Wabbit.
episode.
Yeah,
Kill the
yeah.
Wabbit.
It's man,
So,
Looney
that's how
Tunes,
most
it's
children
so
are
So I'll
great.
go ahead. I'll
Introduced
say
to-
it is all connected.
It is
It is all connected.
So it is connected because this shares a title with a film made in 1985 starring
Jeff
Jeff
Goldblum.
Goldblum. And the title of both, it's a pun on a song by Glenn Miller that he made about the Pennsylvania phone system, because you used to have to dial one number and get another. You had to dial one number and then dial 5000. And that's why there's all these like telephone operator Pittsburgh jokes.
Oh yeah.
So it's like a joke on a popular song at the time in the 60s.
Wow.
That's why nobody gets it.
Yeah.
Well, that's why Looney Tunes like worked so well back then. It was so ingrained into American society and shit.
Yeah, this.
I like how his lip is cut out for his tooth.
Yeah. It's like a jack-o'-lantern mouth.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, like, is that supposed to be a fang?
Dude, Bugs is like...
Bugs Bunny is one of the greatest characters in
I
existence
was always
of all
Daffy
time.
Duck man.
I'm a
Who are
Daffy
you?
Duck
You're
man.
Daffy
Really?
Because
Daffy
man,
Duck?
Bugs Bunny fucks with Daffy
Well,
too
no,
much.
Daffy was my favorite as well. He
Okay,
was
so
my
Bugs
number
Bunny's
one
kind of a
favorite.
sociopath.
Did you-
He's kind of like
Yeah,
he's
for
kind of
sure.
like
He's
Zach
totally a
from Saved by the
sociopath.
Bell.
Why do
in
you
a
think I like
Yeah.
it so much?
He's like Dennis.
way. Yeah,
Yeah.
kind of. He's
Or
gonna
you know
do what he
No,
wants.
He's more like Seinfeld from Seinfeld. Not.
He's not
I don't
cruel,
agree.
but he.
I think
No,
so. I think he's
because
that brand of
I don't agree.
sociopath. He's not necessarily so.
Daffy, he's a manic sociopath. He's just like Dennis, if not worse.
No,
No,
Daffy's
just
Daffy's a
neurotic.
lunatic.
He's just
Daffy is
neurotic.
Charlie.
He's
Yeah.
just pissed off. All the
That's
time.
Daffy's
it.
Charlie.
Daffy's
Okay, I
Charlie.
can see
Because he's
that.
a complete lunatic.
I can see that.
I remember the old ones where he was always drinking out of this big jug that had 2 X's on it.
Oh, yeah.
And then he starts bouncing all over the place. Yeah. Daffy was getting drunk
Yeah,
back
he was
in the
wild.
Same old problem. I just can't sleep.
Bugs, how do you
But now,
sleep? Like you
Bugs
just,
and
you come
drag?
in this place, and that
What
you
about
have no
Bugs
idea.
Bunny and drag?
What about him?
What?
Bugs Bunny was a
Yeah.
man's man. Come on.
Well,
He ain't scared of no panties.
What?
I mean that might be the reason why whenever we equate each other to like it's always sunny in Philadelphia people, I'm always Mac because
Yeah.
I got a little too excited about Bugs and drag when I was a kid.
Yeah. Many strange feelings were had.
Maybe you're more like Garth from Wayne's World.
Among the most powerful species is the word.
See, because sometimes
That's
with
creepy.
Bugs Bunny, it's like, is he really, really smart, or is it just like, I mean, the blind luck?
No, he knows what he's doing.
where
Yes.
Bugs Bunny's a mastermind.
Half of it's blind luck, and then the other half is just like the most
he's just
intense
big mosquitoes.
bravado.
Where he's just like oblivious to what's going on around him, and that's a very famous trope of
No,
Like-
he knew what he was doing.
like a Mr. Magoo, where
Yeah.
like they're completely oblivious to like they're almost like one step away from death.
Right.
I think Bugs Bunny is a god
Me too.
because he's like a trickster demon that just
Yeah.
goes from place to place, and he knows exactly what's going on, but he does it because it's funny.
Yeah, he gets off on hurting other people.
No, it's not hurting other people. It's just this is not a good person. This
Don't
is
get in his
Dracula,
way.
you know?
Just leave him
Yeah,
alone.
that's true. This isn't a good person. This is a fucking
Bugs Bunny never
bloodsucker.
well, I can't say that. He very well could have, but for the
This
most
guy's trying
part,
to suck Bugs'
he
blood.
seems to always go for people that are shitting on him.
Another one.
Did y'all hear me trip
Yeah,
up
I
on
thought
that?
you were gonna- I thought you were gonna say-
I was like, he's trying to
say dick.
suck Bugs' blood.
You tripped up on that word blood there.
Almost, yeah.
Hocus
He's
pocus.
trying to suck Bugs Bunny's dick.
It's so ridiculous.
Whenever the architect was making this castle, he showed him
Yeah.
plans. He's like, no, I mean, I need stones with like bricks. And,
I need
like,
impossible keystones.
Yeah.
Come on.
I need stones with embossed skulls on it and bones.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Don't
even
ask
make sense.
why.
Oh, look, he's dressed. Why is he dressed like an uptime?
There you go. Bugs is a god.
He
different
learned
kind of
magic. No,
bat.
he learned magic.
That's a drafty castle.
And
man.
I need big old stone flooring with massive cracks in it.
I don't know why this shit still makes me laugh.
Abracadabra.
It's really sad because they don't show these on TV anymore.
I know.
Like kids these days, like you got to find those DVD collections.
Dog,
That's why, like when I saw Quackbusters, I bought that shit up so fast because I was like, man, they don't. Because I mean, and when you watch these, I mean, it was a little
Newport News.
true. I mean, the violence level in all those Looney
Yeah,
Tunes
yeah.
cartoons.
and the racism too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, blackface and all that
Yeah.
other stuff.
Speedy Gonzalez was obviously
Goyles.
Speedy. I mean, he was supposed to be Mexican, and he was speedy, like lots of
Yeah.
cocaine.
Oh, then he had the sleepy cousin. He's like, oh,
Yeah.
sweetie.
Well, I mean,
I'm
didn't,
just so
he's like-
sleepy.
I'm so tired.
Like, oh,
Yeah.
God.
so tired all the time.
Elderly. And then there's the
Oh, look,
the
here's the operator joke.
rapey skunk. What was this?
Oh,
Pepe
yeah,
Le Pew.
Pepe Le Pew.
Pepe Le Pew was severe.
Amboy, USA.
I mean, that's what Donald Trump grew up on was Pepe Le Pew.
Yeah, I mean, guy's giving off serious rapey vibes.
He was fucking rapey.
Hello,
He was trying to grab that pussy all the time because it was a cat that always fell into
That got
paint.
paint on
Yeah.
it. Yeah,
I was trying to grab that pussy, man.
so many.
All right.
Heyo.
That was our first feature, everybody.
That's
fun.
all, folks.
The
We were-
unnatural
yeah.
amount of Looney Tunes knowledge I was about to drop.
How did that make y'all feel? Did it feel like going back in childhood?
Yeah, it did.
Oh yeah,
it
always.
did.
Well, except that we still said like pussy and dick.
Yeah, well.
Oh, that was on you.
Going back in
That was on you.
childhood
Oh, yeah, that's
could
true.
involve those things. If you had some kind of childhood. Anyway,
If you
so
had a
next one in 3, 2, 1.
Let's go.
We're getting right back into it, you guys.
Right back into
All
it.
right, here we go.
All right, the Great Pumpkin, eh?
Great Pumpkin.
This is probably
a
my
classic.
favorite.
See,
Every American.
fucking always hated Charlie Brown.
What?
I don't even think I've seen this.
What is the matter with you?
Because I just didn't. Well, I don't know.
Were you ever innocent, Tim?
I know.
All right, look, I was more of a Garfield guy and a
you
Looney
ever had
Tunes guy.
innocence?
Charlie Brown, he was definitely like
grew up real
third
fast.
or fourth.
Apparently
That's it,
so.
down the line.
Charlie Brown was pretty good. Charlie Brown.
I liked it a
It's
lot.
the Great Pumpkin. Charlie Brown is a 1966 American primetime animated television special based on the comic strip Peanuts by Charles M. Schultz. Nominated for an Emmy that year.
Nominated for an Emmy, huh? That's because it's good,
It's
Tim.
not surprising at all.
It's absolutely.
Everyone knows of the Great Pumpkin.
I mean, now see, I love Looney
Everyone.
Tunes, and that's my jam. But no, these idiot kids.
These blonde hair, blue-eyed
Yeah.
punk kids.
Look at his dumb ass.
Hey, don't knock on Linus.
Who is that? Is that Linus?
That's Linus.
That's
Be
Linus,
nice
yeah.
to Linus,
That's-
man.
Isn't there one called Pigpen? What's
Yeah,
that?
he's always
Yes.
dirty,
So
too.
he's got a
Covered
cloud
in
of dirt
shit
around
all
him.
the time.
There's a cloud of
No, that's why
disgust
Tim
following
hated
him.
it, because that kid.
Yeah.
He's
Oh,
like,
man.
He's like, get your life together.
Yeah, like, come on, you're fucking 7.
Get your shit together.
Your
kid.
life's already beaten you. Like, you're 7 years old and
Oh.
you've just already given up.
Lucy's like the psychopath in this.
She's a sociopath.
Yeah. Lucy is
She's like, she's
insane.
going to be a CEO one day.
She's always
for sure.
taking that football away from him when he tries to kick that football.
It's like this whole thing is like a bunch of vignettes. you
Yeah.
know?
That's maybe
Put
this
that
is why
music in it.
I always loved it because like the jazz in it. and
Dude,
stuff.
the music
Yeah.
of
Oh, yeah.
Peanuts is, oh man,
Loved
so
it.
good.
And I actually read the comics like on Sundays.
I would
when
too.
My parents would get the Sunday
kinda
newspaper.
bored
I
me.
would snatch that fucking comic
Yeah.
page out. And I love
Read
Peanuts.
this and Dennis the Menace.
I love
and
Dennis Menace and Zitz.
Family
and,
Circus. Calvin and
Garfield,
Hobbes.
everyone,
Garfield.
come on.
Of course, Garfield, but of course, Calvin and Hobbes.
John Scott Trotter is the guy who did all the music. And the score was composed and performed by Vince Guaraldi.
Fucking Snoopy, man. The goat.
The
greatest of all time
thing,
dog, the goat.
the
Snoopy.
best thing I will say,
You don't see Snoopy as much anymore.
the best thing I will say that came out that came from Peanuts is the episode of Arrested Development called Sad Sack.
Where you actually see
Yeah,
a
yeah,
real life Snoopy.
Yeah, on
Yeah.
the doghouse.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the sad theme. Dun 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 dun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
It's
yeah,
a
yeah.
they replay it over and over again for each character of the show. Arrested Development like does it, and when Michael Cera does it, he's walking down the street, and if you notice in the background, there's actually a beagle asleep on top of a doghouse.
Yeah. It's made to look just like
Oh, this
Snoopy.
bitch right here.
Yeah, always
Lucy.
taking that football away from Charlie. He never learns.
No, listen.
Oh, brother.
Watch what this sly bitch does.
Have as much as I mind your opinion of me. You must think I'm stupid.
You
Fucking
are.
stupid Charlie.
Yeah, she does think you're stupid.
No.
Look.
I'll hold it steady.
Why do you think Charlie Brown always goes for it? Because he believes in himself, or that he
No.
wants to get with Lucy?
I don't know,
He wants to
because
go
he's like a
Lucy.
60-year-old
You
man.
want me to come
He
right
does
now
look
to
like
get
a
that
60-year-old
ball, so
child.
You can pull it away and see me land flat on my back and kill
There's
myself.
Yeah, he's got a big
This
nutsack
time
on his
you can
head.
trust me. See? Here's a signed document.
Except for whenever you see it, like,
Promise not to
peripheral.
Pull it away.
Of
He
course,
gave
he,
this kid a signed document. He's
Yeah.
done.
It's a signed document.
he
I guess if you have a signed document in your possession, you can't go wrong.
I guess
This
so.
year, I'm really gonna
Fucking
kick that
idiot.
Fucking
football.
brainwashing the
Yeah.
government. This is CIA brainwashing.
Like, this is some sociopathic behavior.
He
on
just
her
wants to
part.
get with Lucy because he likes Mean Girls.
I think that's it's
Yeah.
a metaphor for.
Yeah.
It was never known.
Her eyes look heavy.
Dear Great Pump.
Saturday Night Live did a bit with Bill Hader where it was like accomplished actors do Charlie Brown on Broadway, and it was The Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown with Al Pacino playing Bill Hader doing an impression of Al Pacino playing Charlie Brown, and it's like a hard R rated. It's like it's so Lucy. Yeah, you fucking hot.
You're gonna pull that football away. I know it.
When you stop believing in that fellow with the
my
red
ears all
suit
itchy.
and the
Oh,
white
Tim's gonna
beard
leave. He
who
hates this so
goes,
much.
Ho, ho, ho. We are obviously separated by denominational differences.
I wonder why Charles Schultz made all these kids look like they were either dying of cancer or 80 years old.
He probably just only had a couple pencils, so that was really the best he could do.
He can only afford a line, man. A couple of lines.
Yeah.
You try harder.
Shading was a bitch back in the 60s, man.
I mean, I don't know. Pigpen, maybe that's why Pigpen's hardly ever around, because it took so much effort.
Well, all right, so he had 4 pencils. 2 of them were for the entire series. The other 2 were just for Pigpen.
So by the very end, he had just a little nubbin of an eraser.
Yeah. He's like, God bless, I made it through all this. I made it happen.
My little brother who always writes.
Man, this
You know what else you should make
show,
happen?
Better cut it out right now.
Oh, another shot.
Tim
yeah.
is such a bitch.
This show really gets. I mean, this is what I remember whenever I think of Halloween. Because I remember being a kid. Because whenever I was growing up, I only had 4, 6, and 12.
Same.
You know, and I was out in the country. Yeah, same as you. And I only had those 3 channels, and this would air a couple of times during that season. And I remember.
Oh yeah, they
somebody,
play it every year, like the Thanksgiving one.
Well, these were network phenomena.
Have you noticed this as we've gotten older and as the networks have changed and the networks aren't the same anymore? Nobody I know has cable. Everybody watches Netflix, all these streaming services. Have you noticed that your perception of the holidays kind of
They have changed,
It's changed because you're used to having the television saying, "Oh, it's almost out October."
Yeah. It's not as special
all
as it used
all
to
the
be.
TV shows do their Halloween episode, like The Simpsons.
Yeah, so it's
the Treehouse of Horror.
I can't.
Used to get so excited every year as a kid, like The Simpsons Halloween episode is coming up.
Right,
Yeah.
and it really made me. I was thinking about that the other day, and it's just weird because I don't get in that mood anymore. I don't get in that mood anymore.
It's different.
Yeah, no, it's very different.
You have to search out. That's kind of why I wanted to do the anthology thing, or do really that's the whole thing, impetus behind doing this.
It's the actual spirit of the holiday and what it means.
Well, I think. So I think what you're trying to explain the feeling of that phenomenon is that another thing that used to be around that's dead now was Saturday morning cartoons. Our media infrastructure used to have us all on the same page because we would all watch
a primetime show,
right? But we would all watch Saturday morning cartoons. All of us did that shit. You know, everyone used to like TGIF. You know what I mean? There was events.
You waited all week
because everything was on a schedule. It wasn't you watch when you want.
You couldn't go download it whenever you and watch it later
and just
on Hulu.
like with this, for instance, this special, it was all network television.
It was
Saturday morning cartoons
network
was
television.
4, 6, 12.
You had to get the TV guide and know what time things were going on.
Right.
You had
whenever you got cable where you could actually see the guide on the screen, or they had that channel.
Yeah,
that was TV Guide channel.
channel.
That was Wave of the Future.
Yeah,
because we do it now. You just
sit
switch
there.
automatically.
Right.
I'd sit there on that channel forever and let that thing scroll all the way through. Because if you just missed Cartoon Network, you had to wait for it to go all the way around and come back around.
Right.
I want to see what's about to come on, Comedy Central. And you had to wait for that whole thing to come all the way back around to the channel you want to check out.
I think the thing that we kind of miss, the thing that makes us feel nostalgic though, is the shared experience of it. Because whenever we were tied to a schedule, I still remember. Whenever I got off the bus,
when we were kids.
Whenever I got off the bus from school, if I ran as quick as I could could Batman the
Animated Series.
Right, and I'm pretty sure we all have that same shared experience.
Yep.
But now,
Fairly Odd Parents.
we don't
I
have.
had to
and
move
it's
fast.
It's a weird communal
Rescue
thing,
Rangers would still be on. You knew you were safe.
Yeah,
If you got home and that was still on, you knew okay, cool, I didn't miss
I would
Batman.
watch that in the morning.
Cheers to Saturday morning cartoons.
Cheers to Saturday morning cartoons.
Cheers to missing communal television, communal events.
Well, we're living on in those events right now.
I think that's why people
Sure, Sally.
fucking love to talk about what they're watching on Netflix now, though. Because it's these things, they get us together on the same page. It's kind of it's just kind of a human thing. People are like, oh, did you watch Ozarks yet?
Or something.
Did you watch it?
When Game of Thrones comes out, the premiere of that season is as
Absolutely.
big as a Super Bowl. You look at your Facebook feed and everyone's talking about it. It's
we
communal.
always watch
Game of
we always
Thrones,
watch
dude.
Game of
Shit.
Thrones over at Jordan's house on Sunday nights, and it's that same sort of communal thing, I go over fuck, let's
It's
watch
funner,
it.
it's funner to watch it with a group.
Yeah.
So y'all can react together.
Yeah, it's funner.
What kind of ghost is that?
Funner.
I had a little trouble with the scissors.
He grew up in Arkansas, dude.
There's,
Come on.
look, there's Big Ben.
All right, you're right.
There's
You
Big
know
Ben.
which one's fucking Pigpen.
He's covered with his. Look how dirty that damn sheet is. Look how dirty that damn
Dirty
sheet is.
fucking kid. Jesus.
What in
You know what's fucked up is now that we're adults, we know that we're just poor shaming Pigpen.
Yeah,
They
totally.
need to fucking.
No, that's not true. That's not true. But
Like,
there
dude,
was
hey,
a Peanuts
You
episode.
remember? You know what I'm talking about?
What?
Dirty motherfuckers.
Oh yeah.
okay.
The Stinky
Well,
Kids.
You
Yeah.
remember
Yeah.
you remember the episode they did where it was like, I don't think it ever aired again, where like they have an intervention for Pigpen.
They spray him
like,
down.
and he ends up killing himself.
That's right.
At the
What?
end.
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
There
God,
was
don't
one-
listen.
there
I've
was
never
one
heard
where
of
they
that.
gave him
Yeah, and you find out like, man, the kid had problems. It was depressed. There was some dark shit going on in Peanuts.
What did he start doing? Just
And
eating
well,
his
they,
own
they
filth?
try to have an intervention,
Dude, these are
and he
obviously farm
refuses.
Kids. They grow pumpkins.
And they
in this town.
they shame him.
Yeah.
They
They're
clean
farm
shame him.
kids.
Yeah. I
Like
remember,
one of these kids is
And
gonna
he's like,
die.
I truly am alone, and he blows his
So
brains
wait.
out.
that was the last
hold on.
episode.
No,
and we-
Pigpen's not
that was the
actually
last
alive. He's
episode.
actually dead. He died in a silo accident. That's why he's so dusty.
And
So what
Yeah.
you're saying is that they dirt shamed him, then they cleaned him,
No, he's
then
a-
they clean shamed him, then he killed himself.
and that was what
Damn,
did it.
Pigpen.
That's
That's some dark shit.
And I know.
That was
So
the,
I understand why you didn't watch this show.
Yeah,
then.
That's the
fucked me
lost
up.
finale. I mean, the whole show is actually just
I mean,
the
dude,
final moments
dude,
of his,
how
his
pagan
brain.
is
Most
this
other
show?
episodes, that's just the ghost of
How
Pigpen.
pagan is
AF.
this show?
It's
Like they're praying to a pumpkin.
Yeah,
This is
it's
a hard.
weird.
This is a
some pagan
harvest
shit,
time
dude.
shit.
Yeah.
And dude, I couldn't find anything about controversy, like any religious organization going against it or anything like that.
Because it's Peanuts.
Oh, there's so many religions that just
It
think
was done in
Halloween
the-
is
But it was
Satan's
done in the
day.
60s.
I'm sure at
it was
some
shown
point.
on prime time. If you showed this, I mean, you still do because it's nostalgic. They don't really care. But if you showed something new, like made up a new Santa or something like that, people would freak the fuck out.
Yeah, it's because everybody's sensitive pussies now.
New Santa. You mean Kurt Russell?
Came back, Sally.
Hell yeah, that's
One
my
day.
Santa.
Who is, which is kind of cool because talking about communal, Netflix actually does that where they release holiday movies.
Well,
They did what
they
thing
get
with Bill
more for
Murray.
December.
The Bill Murray Christmas
But
special.
They do, yeah.
this year for Christmas.
Oh, like the actual specials.
Kurt
yeah.
Russell
They do.
is in a Netflix
What was that really
original
creepy?
movie.
The Rod Stewart one or something? What was that really creepy one that came?
No, that was Michael Bolton.
Oh yeah, that was
That
weird.
was Michael Bolton.
That was made by Scott Aukerman, and he's great, but I don't know. It wasn't
But
that
yeah,
funny.
Kurt Russell's playing Santa Claus in a Netflix original
So
Christmas
why
movie.
haven't we gotten the what's the little teddy bear? The bear that everybody makes the black Twitter memes about?
No, it's some up.
Arnold or not Arnold?
Teddy Ruxpin?
No, you know the bear. It's like whenever the fist and the sweater.
Oh, you're talking about author.
Author, why haven't they done that to Charlie Brown?
Oh,
That
I
would
don't know.
Be pretty good.
It's
too.
not as memeable.
Have an extra piece of
Get your shit together, Charles Schultz.
God, how old is he now? Is he
fucking
dead
dead.
yet?
He's got to be.
He has to be dead.
He
way
died
dead.
several years ago.
Several?
way dead.
Okay, yeah. It wasn't
They
like
made
a
a
couple
big-
of decades
2000.
ago.
2000.
Yeah, they made a big deal.
Did he
out
die
of it.
when we were in high school?
headlining.
What year?
No, I remember him dying because I
What year
remember
did you say, Zach?
all my 2000. I remember all my
Yeah,
teachers
yeah.
being upset because the creator of everybody hung Snoopy things up or something.
Yeah.
Because that was the time that everybody
remember I
had,
got
all the
kinda
teachers had
seems a
those
little uncalled
Charlie
for.
Brown posters in the school. You know?
Don't force your Charles Schultz love on me. I'm here to learn.
Fucking
I'm not here to see your love for Snoopy, you creepy
Yeah.
fuck.
Dude, you know what? Now that I think about it, I cannot believe there's more outrage now, too. Look at all these kids going as Klansmen.
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah.
racists.
Oh my God.
I got a pack
and then
I got it wrong.
there's
Word of the wise.
There's this
Don't go as a typical sheeted ghost this year for
apparently
Halloween.
this was controversial. It
Dalmatian ghost.
was controversial for him to get a rock
Probably
too
getting
many
ready to
times.
take off in
To get a
the
rock.
It really freaked people out. Like people, it bummed people out.
Wait, what now? What?
Wait, you'll
His
see.
mission
He gets a
was
rock at 3 different houses, and it bummed. Like people
Oh,
wrote in.
yeah.
No, because Charles Schultz would get
rock.
he would get sent a lot of presents every Christmas because people wanted, and this is for Charlie Brown or something like that.
Oh,
He sent
really?
presents in because he always got rocks. You know, and he got rock in the Christmas special too.
Wow.
This is kind of what kicked it off.
I think it's really weird that
Fucking-
Snoopy always.
Yeah,
like,
Tim doesn't
pretends
give
to
a
be,
shit
the
about
Red
this
Baron.
movie.
No, I mean, I was just like, man, I feel bad for him. I think there's some dark shit going on with every character in this show.
Yeah.
I actually think there's like fan theories about like
Oh, totally.
that he's like he's
Well,
in
dude,
a
Ed,
coma.
Ed,
It's
Ed
like
and
Charlie
Eddie
Brown's in a
is in
coma or
purgatory.
something.
Oh, and that's why all the
You
adults
know?
is wah 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 wah
Yeah,
wah wah.
like
wah.
This is a pretty epic scene right here.
Like he slipped and hit his head on a rock when she was fucking with the football or something, and people think that
He's
it's
in a
all dreams he's having while he's in a coma.
Well, they did make a Peanuts
There's some
movie,
really
right?
dark fan
Just
theories
a few
about
years
Charlie
ago,
Brown.
like some sort of CG Peanuts movie, which when I
Oh,
saw the
yeah.
trailer, I
Did
got
they?
pretty excited
I think
for it, and I was
so.
like, this
I
looks
don't-
kind of
Let me look
cool,
it up.
but I never did go see it.
I don't
so
think that ever came out.
I'm pretty sure it exists, my friend.
I don't know.
I remember seeing the trailer.
3D Charlie Brown.
Probably some fan-
Peanuts movie
It was
teaser
like
trailer.
it was like a CG, like computer generated Peanuts movie.
Snoopy and Charlie Brown, the Peanuts movie, Blu-ray 3D. It came out in...
It doesn't seem like it would.
Yeah, that was pretty recent.
It doesn't seem like it would lend itself well to a different art style.
Yeah.
you
But
know?
what's interesting is how these still somehow
2015.
maintain, yeah, dude, we're
You said 2018?
2015.
just a
the
few
Peanuts
years ago.
movie.
Yeah.
See, look, Snoopy's just prepared to die right
I mean,
here.
this is a pretty classic scene. Like, this is pretty...
Yeah,
the Red
well,
Baron,
yeah,
and
yeah.
it's all imagination. It's very simple, but you still...
trying
I mean,
to-
most of the story is told through the music. Like,
Well,
there's
that's
not-
why I always loved Calvin and Hobbes, is because a lot of the
Oh,
stories,
yeah.
it was be him using his imagination. I mean, obviously, Hobbes, he was using his imagination to think that Hobbes was alive, and the crazy scenarios he'd come up with, it was all just him using his imagination with his stuffed tiger.
He's down behind enemy lines, making his way across the French.
This shit's kind of crazy, too, because you gotta think...
Did they finish the pumpkin story?
No,
Because this is like some
along.
completely different.
they're coming
thing.
back. They're going to come back to it.
No, this is the pumpkin.
This is about the Great Pumpkin.
Yeah, but this is like this.
It's
whole
all vignettes.
Yeah.
It's all
Yeah.
vignettes. Like this whole series, every one of them is just like a series. It's like an anthology on itself, but with the
Yeah.
same
Yeah.
characters.
But like, did they finish that storyline? Oh no.
Well, he's still behind the scenes, so it's like a secondary story.
Yeah.
You see, it's advanced. Tim.
I got it.
It's
got
good.
it.
Is it good enough for your
It's
palate?
running in chronological order. Then.
Tim's like, if I don't see Snoopy or Charlie Brown,
Try
it's
you
not
want to
real.
try that again?
You missed trick or
I
treat,
fixed
and
my- I
now
fixed it.
you're going to
I saved it. That joke totally landed.
Tim, get out.
Okay, so Chris? What's your favorite thing about Halloween?
About the
Just
actual
the holiday. Just
Just the holiday? All right.
Just anything. Any one thing. Don't need to explain it. Just say it.
I like masks.
Mask. Tim.
Yikes.
I
I think just the whole atmosphere of it. Like we were saying, certain things come on.
That's a lot of words.
Yeah.
Well, you get excited because like
One word.
That's great.
Pick one thing. The atmosphere.
he
just likes the atmosphere.
The movies. The movies.
The movies. Aaron.
Community.
Community. There you go. He
What,
hit
the
it.
show?
You busted it out.
I like the candy corn.
he answered correctly.
You like the candy corn?
Candy corn, yeah.
Candy corn is a pile
Fuck.
of shit.
You are a psycho.
Candy corn is
I just
disgusting.
ate it I ate it on Halloween. I ate like a couple pieces, and that's
You're a
it.
psycho.
so-
That's
Remember-
it.
remember
I
the-
don't eat more than a couple
Okay.
pieces on Halloween.
Remember
a
the
couple of that
candy-
wax pieces, and that's it.
Remember the candy
That's it.
that was like it came in black and orange wrapping. There was no name on the candy.
It's like
It
a
was-
soft candy.
It was like soft, chewy
Kinda like a mushy
thing.
tab.
There was,
Oh, you
there was
mean like,
black and
like
orange.
a really shitty Tootsie Roll.
But no, it was chewy.
yeah.
But
I know
like
what
there
you're
was no
talking about.
labels on it.
Yeah,
It's
I know
almost
what you're-
chalky.
Yeah,
So-
and like you knew if you got those black ones, they were so
Dude,
gross.
there's some like
It was like the most like everybody got it, and it was like if the house
It's
that
'cause
you
it's
got
the
that,
cheap-ass
it's like you
fucking
fucking
candy.
assholes,
dude, there is a whole line.
fucking give me the shitty candy.
There's like a whole fucking host of candies from the 1890s that are still like only prevalent and available
circulation.
during Halloween, and they would fuck your shit up.
Yeah, because you only see that candy around Halloween.
There was tasteless, chalky like
Yeah.
wafer tablets.
yeah.
There was what else? The
Cheap
root
candy-
beer barrels.
the
Remember
cheap
the
Hey,
candy
root
don't
beer
that
knock
the
the
old
root beer
people
barrels.
have.
I
Yeah.
love the root beer
I
barrels.
like a root beer barrel like
Well, because the old
once.
people are
I don't want to
they're on like their
fucking pound of
Medicare,
it, you know.
and they can't buy the good candy,
Or
so you
yeah,
get the
they
shitty
got
candy.
they got fucking Werther's
Hey,
originals and
did
shit.
anybody else get bused to the rich neighborhood so you can trick or treat?
Hell
Oh
yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
we'd
yeah,
get
oh, yeah.
dropped off. Yeah,
Hendrix
yeah.
Place, yo.
a bunch of friends, and
Place.
they yeah.
We went to Hendrix Place because we all heard they were giving out king size shit.
I went
Oh,
out
yeah.
to the
They
wood,
give out them
what is that?
king-size
What is
bars.
that creepy community out in the woods north of Koontz? Where it's
Ivanhoe?
like it's like
Silsby?
No.
No.
You're talking about Ivanhoe.
No. It's not. That's way too far. No, I'm
North
talking
of
way
Koontz?
past Koontz.
Village Mills?
No, not Village Mills. It's like
Oh.
it has a pond in it, and it's just it's a community. They have their own churches. It's Woodville. Woodville.
Woodville?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Woodville, yeah.
They got like a guard
Woodville's a
station.
town.
Yeah,
bro.
you're
No, it's
talking
a
about them as
township.
if they're like a commune.
They have
like
a
their
gate.
own Walmart. They have
No,
they
it's-
have
that's
got
a
their own
fucking-
Walmart.
that's a fucking
Come on, it's a
commune.
city.
That's not
it's a
Woodville.
town.
fucking
That's not
commune.
Woodville. You're talking about Ivanhoe, bro.
No, it's not
Ivanhoe.
Ivanhoe. It's not Ivanhoe.
Okay.
Huh?
But no, they have buses out there, and that was a good shit.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Out of all of this, what your favorite thing about Halloween is? None of us said candy. None not one of us said
Dude,
candy.
I literally said the fucking.
You said atmosphere,
corn.
Tim.
I said
I
candy
said
corn.
candy, bro.
No, candy. Look, first of all, candy corn's not candy.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
It's a food stuff, but it's not fucking candy.
It's yeah.
Fuck yeah, man.
That's an insult to candy
What's the
to call
fucking
it candy.
movie, Aaron?
Remember
It's
those
a
like
short.
wax?
Insult to candy.
Remember the wax vampire lips?
Yes,
Yeah.
and it wasn't
And
just
it was like, why? Why is this
I
a
remember
thing?
that.
But there were more than just wax vampire
You
lips.
could
Like
chew
some
the
of them
fucking
were
wax.
wax.
You know how many
like,
girls
buck
12-year-old
teeth.
me made out with those lips on?
Yeah.
And like
Too
zero.
many.
Like, absolutely zero, actually.
Oh,
I was
man.
kind of a loser as a kid.
Me too.
Still kind of a loser, honestly. But
I never really.
Not me.
I never
dude,
even
Linus is
kissed
like,
a girl.
or this kid, whatever his name is playing this Snoopy's
The
heart out.
pianist. The pianist is named.
Ooh, what is it?
My
He
parents'
has a
dog's
very.
name is Linus.
He has a very British name, if I remember correctly.
Lionel?
We named the dog Indiana.
Maybe Lionel. But he was the one that all the girls wanted because he was like mysterious. He didn't talk to
He is-
anybody.
yeah, he's,
he just played on his piano, and girls would just
Schroeder.
swoon over.
His name is
Schroeder.
Schroeder.
That's not very British. I don't. I guess.
Schrodinger's
Maybe.
dick.
all them
You
all
see
them
it,
girls
doesn't
want him,
exist.
dude.
That dick neck.
That made me want to play. I remember got that dick neck, dude.
What?
The
What?
listeners don't even know what we're talking
What is
about.
dick neck?
It's a
Don't
phenomenon.
explain it.
It's a thing.
Don't open that door. Don't open that door.
You know that dick
Listeners,
neck.
spare the listeners.
It's that thing of like when
It's that thing of when a midget.
with like a midget is in a backpack and he throws candy at
shit!
you.
What is that?
It's a great pumpkin.
There he is.
It's a great
They
pumpkin.
resurrected the fucking. This is like some Children of the Corn
It's
shit.
a great pumpkin.
Oh no, it's Snoopy on a killing mission.
This is
Look at
Children of
him.
the Corn.
Snoopy
Like
thinks he's behind enemy lines, by the way.
these kids
Yeah.
like killed all the adults in this town. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, he passed out and he didn't see. He thought he actually saw.
Did I faint? What did he leave us?
This kid is kind of creepy
Leave
though.
us any toys?
Like he's really obsessed.
I was wrong.
He's a little pagan.
Like you're right, Tim. This is a lot darker than I thought.
No, I was just thinking the same. Like you could probably have a
It's like
field
he is
day with
having-
like fan theories
Like
of
why
what's
is his
going
mom
on in
not
this
saying,
town.
"Hey,
Missed it.
Linus's mom is like, okay, Linus,
he's a free
listen.
spirit."
Yeah, we're bringing you to church and we're gonna pray for you, okay? Because you gotta get out of this great pumpkin phase.
And not just on Sundays.
You gotta
Don't
get
make
out of
plans
this great
on
pumpkin
Wednesday
phase.
nights.
Enough
Did this
about
hap-
the
this-
Great Pumpkin.
Did this happen at a Methodist church? I think
Do
this
not
is outside
listen.
the Methodist church.
Linus,
you know, the
what you
pumpkin
are
patch they
doing-
do every
No,
year.
I feel like the Methodists are way more chill.
I'm
than
really
people
worried
give them
about you,
credit
boy.
for.
I'm really worried about you, boy.
Linus, you are worshiping false idols, and we are gonna have to pray that devil out
Yeah,
of you.
we're gonna pray.
I was. Trick or treats come only once a year. And
Good job. Good job, Zach.
pumpkin patch with a blockhead.
Celebrating, okay?
It's Halloween, as you should.
Pour him up. I hope you guys listening are drinking because we're drinking. Well, we always drink, but
Oh, we
Yes.
don't.
I hope you
Yes, I
drink.
have.
No, we've literally never
you know what?
drank during the
That
podcast.
brings me to something I remember. We want to plan an A to Z movie night drinking game.
Oh yeah.
So I forgot that something came up one time. I don't remember why because I was drunk. But
We need to do one where you
But-
play where you play it. I might be able to
Yeah.
do something.
so
Something
We're gonna do a
secret.
watch party.
like a secret tape that I can sell out of the trunk of my car, where you might be able to get the video and the audio from the microphone.
Jesus.
What are you talking about?
He's talking about being
I'm talking
creepy.
about bootlegging,
Oh, we gonna bootleg.
like DVD commentary.
All right.
We can't say that we're gonna do that.
Well, here's the thing. Is
Well,
like,
edit
We're
that
gonna
out.
do So pick your drinking game, and you can pop a DVD in your DVD player and listen to us while you watch.
here's
the
what I'm
movie.
talking about. Is like we all kind of have like these little ticks and quirks and shit that we do all the time that we're really not aware of, but I know our listeners are. So y'all should tell us like the things that we repeat so we can make a drinking game out of what we do. You know, like every time I say "it is unconnected," like you take
Yeah.
fucking 2 drinks and
We would have taken 4
And every-
this episode
yeah.
alone.
every time Tim sounds underenthused, take a drink.
Oh, they'd be drunk within 5 minutes.
Tim didn't, I don't think Tim heard the episode actually.
Every
I'll just show it to
I
him.
don't know, yeah. Every time
every time Chris tells me to leave.
Wrap it up. All right.
yeah, y'all just tell us. shoot us a text.
Well, another Halloween is
I don't
coming.
think. I mean, I'm pretty sure we're all perfect.
Just a minute, guys, because this is going to come out on Halloween.
Yeah.
But everybody who's listening is probably going to be feeling this way.
A bag full of rocks.
Yeah.
They're gonna be
Like,
eating their
this is how it feels. The
candy.
day after Halloween really does like feel kind of a bummer.
Oh,
right?
it's
Well,
super
as a
bummer.
kid, it never really did because it was like I just experienced like one of the greatest holidays, and
But you had
Christmas is
candy for
legitimately
days.
right
as,
around the
as,
corner.
as an adult, though, like you're partying the week before.
Oh, as
so,
an
like,
adult,
the
it
actual
sucks.
holiday,
You got
Halloween is-
candy for days.
Halloween's,
that'll keep
you
you.
can't drink too much so you don't hit any kids on the way home. You know? It's
Yeah.
If kids are trick or treating at 1 in the morning, then they should know. They should know what they're risking.
Oh my God! All right, we just did the Great Pumpkin.
Play us
y'all.
out,
Never
boys.
thought, never. Whenever I started this, did I think that we would be doing this movie.
The Peanuts.
That one was
Special.
a little too long for
Oh,
my taste.
Oh, Tim.
Bill
whatever.
Littlejohn. That guy's last name is actually
Little
Littlejohn. One word, you guys.
Peter Robbins.
We don't make no
Sally
toes. We don't
Dreyer.
eat no rolls.
What'd you think, Tim?
I loved it.
Take 2 drinks.
Oh, it's so good.
1966. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh God! Cheers to our that one.
To that one.
Yeah.
Cheers to Charlie Brown, Great Pumpkin. Thank you. Thank
Okay.
you, Charles Schultz.
Any thoughts on how
You're a
this is
treasure.
going so far? Anybody?
I like pretty terrible, but you know.
That was literally the worst thing I've ever cheers to.
You don't care what it is you're cheersing. You're still
You didn't like the
drinking.
cheers to the end of the movie that you hated? Fuck you, Tim.
Yeah.
Hey,
I missed the
didn't hate it that
opportunity.
much. I
Hey,
didn't-
What?
Throw me a beer out of
hate
there.
it.
Okay, y'all ready for number 3?
Let's fucking do it.
2 more drinks.
Okay.
Get this next one over with.
I'm kind of scared of this one.
Oh, well, these are the surprise ones, though. Yeah.
Oh,
We're in
so.
we're in uncharted territory, aren't we?
yeah, we don't know.
wait a minute. I think
I don't know
one already
what
was a
that
surprise.
is. From first glance, I do not know.
Okay. Let me get my notes ready.
Hashtag television chaos. What the?
It's weird, right?
Zach, what the hell did you? What is this?
Oh, this is gonna be Halloween porn.
Are You Afraid of the Dark is a Canadian-American horror fantasy-themed anthology television series.
Bro, is this Say
It
Cheese or Die,
premiered,
bro?
it premiered in 1992 and aired until 1996, created by DJ McHale and Ned Candle.
Bro, is this Say Cheese or Die, bro?
No, Say Cheese or Die is Goosebumps, bro.
The-
this
the
is Are You
tale-
Afraid of the
You're right.
Dark?
The
You're right.
Tale of
What the
Station
hell am I thinking? You're totally
109.1 is
Are you
the
afraid of the dark?
The Tale of Station 109.1 is the 3rd episode of the 5th season, released on November 11th, 1995.
Season 5, Episode 3.
Season 3, Season 5, Episode 3.
I just want to say there was episodes of this show that legitimately scared the fuck
Oh, yeah,
out
the
of me.
vampire
me too.
Well, we were talking about communal, like waiting, like
Yeah.
TGIF. This was Snick.
Snick.
Right,
Yeah.
right,
It's
yes.
the big
Yeah.
orange couch.
Like the young adult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kinda.
And they would play this, and like I think Clarissa, and I can't.
Yeah,
some of
yeah,
the-
yeah.
But this, I mean, that guy in the glasses
Tell your story.
was a
He was in other things.
Dog, which
where
episode
he
is this,
puts
Zach?
the stuff in the fire.
Things for anyone.
Season 5,
Just tell
Episode
me.
3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the Tale of Station 109.1.
When I say go,
Okay.
turn them on.
And they all have radios.
Check out
Every
those,
one of them.
Damn, ghetto
check out those
blasters, man.
sweet boom boxes.
3.
It's just like Bluetooth boxes.
One
no,
girl's even got it on her shoulder. Whoa.
What kind of drugs are these kids on?
Yeah.
Right?
That one kid immediately started freaking out.
So what did that prove?
Every second.
Because at this time in society, everybody had a fucking little jukebox that they
Everyone
carried.
did. I had like
So
5.
crazy. 1990. This one was 95.
Yeah, so.
And you were really cool. You had a Nirvana sticker on it.
You would cover the speaker grills with the sticker and then poke holes in it so you
Yeah.
can still hear
Back
it.
in summer 95.
They're pretty cool. They're pretty fucking cool.
That's that extra stuff, though.
I know, right?
And we were
I like customizing
so
my
cool
shit.
when we did it, too.
And when I play video games, I spend the first 30 minutes just customizing.
Hell yeah.
Oh, dude,
Whatever.
yeah.
You were probably the kid that like broke like the analog stick on the 64
I
immediately.
never broke anything.
Nah, he was a little extra dude.
broken some hearts, I bet.
Not even that.
Yeah, with some of those pictures I saw. Woo!
Tale Station 109.1.
1.
Which I don't think is a real station. They don't. The bandwidth.
They don't
doesn't
go that way.
Oh, you think? Oh, that is. Oh, so
Gilbert
it's weird.
Godfrey,
Godfrey.
as Roy.
Gilbert Godfrey.
Oh my goodness, yes.
Shout out
This is so good.
shout out to our friend Jake.
Shout out to Jake.
Who
So
would
good.
fucking lose his mind right now?
Yeah, he would do the whole
no,
rest of
this
the
is
episode.
this is a callback.
Are you afraid of the dark?
So I got one on you, motherfuckers.
No, I'm asking. Are you afraid of the?
Are you afraid?
So a family walks into a talent agent's office.
This could be like the most annoying 15.
Actually, no.
ever.
This one is actually kind of an interesting twitch that you'll see. A twist that you'll see.
The kid
Yeah,
sleeps
was
like
there
he's
a Twitch?
Fucking
There's a
dead.
twitch too. Yeah.
Ah.
Oh, look at them instant potatoes.
Yikes.
I don't know.
They're
love
probably so
potatoes.
cold. This is probably like take 10.
I'm a potato.
I wonder if anyone was ever buried alive.
This is a fucking.
Look at
dark
that kid right
He
there.
was eating a shrimp.
You
with a
recognize that
fucking
blonde
fork.
kid? No, look.
It looked like Macaulay Culkin.
The other brother.
God damn.
No,
it,
come
Aaron.
on, look.
I'm doing this for you.
Yeah, come on. Wait till they show the brother again.
Past the grave?
And they're evidently never going to show him.
It's a gravy.
Oh, it's
boy.
Ryan Gosling.
Hell yeah.
This was way before he was ever on Goosebumps. This is his second. He was
I
Mickey
think
Mouse
on
Club, and this
Goosebumps was his first.
This was his second appearance.
You guys, when this episode drops, I'm gonna
was
get
his-
so much
exactly.
ass.
I did this for you. Aaron, I did this for you. Aaron,
gonna
you
get
were giving
so
me
much
so
ass.
much shit at the beginning of this.
I'm gonna get so much
and I did
ass.
this for you. Same as the fly. I love you motherfuckers, okay?
I'm telling you.
You think I would
telling
spend
you.
this much time sitting and listening to y'all talk when y'all aren't even there?
Sounds pretty gay to me.
Weird. Sounds like you just missed
Well, hey,
us.
Aaron. Hey, I'll say it. I love you.
God, that's a handsome kid.
It makes me uncomfortable. I'm telling you, I'm gonna get so
He's
late
a
when
little
this comes
fucking
out.
asshole.
Dude, he's been cockeyed since he was
Look
a
at that
kid.
shit.
That smile, like that kid was going to be a star.
Look how much swag this little kid's got,
Yeah,
dude.
real.
Yeah, there's swag. That's for sure. Yeah.
That little dude's got some swag.
He's got that cut off flannel shirt. He cut the sleeves straight off of that shirt.
Now, Aaron,
Or
would
actually, they probably flew off as soon as
They
he put
just
it on.
fucking jumped
they just,
off.
Hey, man.
That's funny. I like to cut my sleeves off too.
Yeah,
Look at
that's
that.
weird.
That's weird.
I think this is Chris as a kid before he lost his hair. So
The one on the computer.
Whoa. So he's like all goth.
he's got an earring. Or is
Yeah,
it a
it's in his left ear. That's how you know he's not gay.
Yeah, that's right.
Remember that shit when we were kids? Remember that shit when we were kids? You're like,
yeah.
Yeah, you got put in the left
yeah, you
ear.
And, hey,
Like,
and
you
to
can
this
wear your
day,
right
if you were
ear,
to
it
look
makes
at my
you
right
gay.
ear, I have a mole
What
right
happens if
there
both
where it
your
looks
ears
like
are
a
pierced?
piercing. So yeah, everybody thought I was gay in school.
I just
Both ears
pierced
are
both
pierced?
my
What?
ears. I was like,
Not that there's anything
I
wrong
never
with
pierced.
that.
No, there's nothing wrong with it, but I didn't pierce my ears
of course
at
not.
all.
No, not there's
No,
anything
no,
wrong.
of course.
Of course not.
It's a classic
So he's trapping him in a hearse.
Seinfeld bit.
This kid is so obsessed with death. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh, so
That's- I think
Ryan's
this is his
a
older
jerk.
brother.
He's locking him in.
He just sleeps like he's in a coffin. He sleeps.
Apparently, he
in a
works
suit.
at like an auto shop.
This kid's fucking weirdo.
Dude, these kids don't have
That's-
jobs.
Is he
That kid's not
doing a
16
trail
at
of gasoline to the car?
Here lies Chris Leary, dearly departed.
He's this is
Praying to
basically
the Dark Lord.
this is the origin story from DC's Black Hand.
This is like he's trying to blow up the car.
Yeah, but if he had the batteries connected to like the starter, this car would just be going
Yeah.
right now. That wouldn't actually work.
No,
He should have just went in
well,
the front and cranked it.
Would you quiet down? Who woke the dead?
Oh,
Look at Ryan Gosling, man. How old he was.
being a jerk.
He is a jerk.
So wait a minute, how'd the keys get in the ignition?
They were already in there and turned on. That way,
Triggered.
they just everything.
Yeah, but no, when Ryan closed the door on him, he held the keys up and
Oh.
jingled them.
No, he
said
did.
When
He-
Ryan,
he was
when
like,
Ryan
"Oh,
held the
when
keys up.
I locked it up. Well, I call him Bry. He's
Well,
my
listen,
brother.
he's on first
I
name
go
basis.
Rygos.
He's on first name basis.
I call him Rye.
Dude, I'm telling you, like,
He was 15. He was,
Drove my
he was 15. He was
Drove-
15 when
drove my
this
Chevy
was
to the
young
levee, but the
looking
levee was
15-year-old.
Bry.
14 when he shot it.
15-year-old.
15, yeah.
So he was the ripe age of 15. How does that make you feel, Aaron?
That kind of looks like, what's his name?
That's a ghost, dude. That's a straight up ghost, man.
this old dude's trying to suck your dick.
Get out of there,
Ryan.
Ryan.
Run.
Never go to a secondary location.
Find my way home, young man?
Oh!
Oh, called
Oh
it.
my goodness.
He was a ghost.
I knew it.
Look at that thing.
He was old and he had a suit on.
He's trying to perform Ghost Fillet show.
And Are You Afraid of the Dark? That's straight up ghost.
But who lets their 12-year-old kid get an ear piercing? Like, we couldn't have ear piercings in school.
Oh, no, yeah.
Hey, I'm listening.
This is probably California.
All you gotta do is just fucking go to the mall and go to Claire's and do it yourself.
Claire's.
What do you mean?
No,
So
you
you
gotta-
go into Claire's and then they hand you something and then
No,
you just
does
do it yourself.
anybody remember from high school?
No,
whenever,
you get
Get
an
an
whenever,
ice cube and a safety
look,
pin.
Look, your friend, like you'd have a friend that pierced themselves or something like that, and they're
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I'm trying to hide it from the teachers, you know?
Yeah, yeah,
like,
they're
that
all
whole
infected.
thing.
They all have infected ears. Yeah,
They're
that was
crusted
life.
over.
at that
Actually, you know
point.
what? So this reminds me of something that I might start back because I'm really poor now. but I am a unlicensed and unprofessional piercer, but by appointments, I will pierce ears in the Thirsties bathrooms. I've done it before. I'm going to do it again.
By appointment?
By appointment.
Thirsties does not sanction or condone that last statement in any way, shape, or form.
I've pierced. So I pierced Caleb's ears in Thirsties bathrooms, and it turned out great. So I've done it.
Other than the poo particles that went through his immune system.
No, it was very sanitary. Okay, it was very sanitary. I got a shot.
I thought you said it was very
Caleb is a mid-20s young male. Like he can handle these things.
I got a shot and
one
I
of the
did the
day
needle in
crowd.
it.
That's what killed the day crowd people. That one day crowd guy that died.
Oh my god!
Is because you pierced in
the one day crowd guy that died.
He died because he was 92. It had nothing to do with my.
And he drank every day starting at 10 o'clock in the morning.
It had nothing to do with my.
Yeah, they have
very
weakened immune systems. Just that's their choice to drink.
It had nothing to do with my very professional, very sanitary.
You got Caleb's blood
my
every day.
appointment piercing business. It had nothing to do with that. Okay, stop trying to sully my name. I'll sue you for libel.
He was fucking 100.
All right, so this is straight up a scene from Goosebumps, or from fucking Beetlejuice.
Yeah, the waiting
they're
room.
all waiting. All right, they're in the afterlife. They're waiting for their number to be called.
Yeah. The waiting room to hell. Which apparently is just nothing but old people. A bunch of grandmas.
Definitely kids never die.
Is that funny,
Because
Tim?
kids never die. Everybody that dies of natural old age.
Excuse me.
Everyone.
Is this the radio station?
Read the sign, kid.
Do not talk, little bitch.
Oh, to our listeners, there's a sign there that says "Do not talk."
Do not talk.
And he's straight up talking.
Yeah. Do not knock on the window.
There he is.
What's the matter with you? You can't read?
Enter Gilbert Godfrey.
Knock window. Do not on the. Let's put it together, shall we?
He's probably drinking so hard the night before. He's like, yeah, I got a gig in the morning. What?
Dude, you know how well he got paid to do
kid
this?
show on
You know
Nickelodeon.
how well he probably got paid to do this?
I'll power through it.
Probably like $10,000 he
Yeah,
got paid
that's
to
a
do
get
this.
right there.
Oh yeah.
That's a get.
What do you suppose that is?
I always.
It's a lie! That's what it is! It's a lie! Why don't you try?
I always equate him to, of course, his very famous version of the joke, the aristocrats.
Yeah.
And then
on
as
the
the
roast,
the
yeah.
parrot in Aladdin. Mustafa's not Mustafa.
Jafar!
He's
Jafar.
Iago.
Jafar.
Iago,
Yeah.
yeah.
Jafar was the main villain.
Yeah. Iago was. Which, speaking of Aladdin, Will Smith dropped the first teaser poster for the live-action Aladdin remake,
Oh, God. Exciting.
where Will Smith is going to be the voice of the genie.
What? That's kind of cool.
He dropped a teaser poster today. It's just basically the lamp.
Him or
Like, man.
More original ideas, Hollywood.
I'll take no. Dude, hey, man, that's. I mean, at least they're
I
carrying
like
on
these
that
live-action
footprint.
things Disney's been doing. They've
They're
been going
carrying on
back.
that footprint.
I'm very excited
anybody
for
seen
Lion
Jungle
King.
Book?
Very pumped up for Lion King.
Well, the Jungle Book was amazing.
Yeah, it was.
The other rumor is that Lady Gaga's in
Hold
talks
on.
to
Let's get back
do
to
the voice
let's get
of
back to the
Ursula.
show.
I'm not done with this life yet.
Fuck you, Zach.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man. Don't
Fuck
tell us
you,
what
yeah.
to do.
I mean, it's y'all show. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, boy.
Put your shoes
Sorry.
on while you're at it.
No. I'm sorry. Zach. Zach.
No, you can hurt my feelings all.
No,
day.
you, look,
Bury
we
this
can keep
cat
watching
in the
this.
news.
Let's just get back to the movie.
Let's get back to the show.
Well, Ryan Gosling's not on the screen at the
We got
moment, so
some
nobody
A-list.
cares.
Yeah,
Dude,
but Gilbert
We got
Godfrey
some
is.
A-list actors on
He's
here.
got that Pee-wee bow tie rocking.
But I'm not dead, and I'm not that carpenter guy.
But you wanted to be dead so much, kid. You're a
Yeah.
little freak.
You should be dead because you were cheaper than
You're a
Ryan
little
Gosling.
freak.
Careful.
And
what
you had the
wish
most
for.
roles because they couldn't afford more of Ryan Gosling.
Yeah.
You wait out.
Dude, I guarantee you.
He was too busy getting ass.
Guarantee you, this kid is slinging
Little
drinks
15-year-old.
somewhere.
Dude,
This
you know
kid
he
is-
was. You know he was slinging that. You know he's slinging that shit everywhere.
No, this kid's grown up. He's slinging drinks at some decent, mediocre Madison's type bar in California.
He doesn't
And he
have a
keeps talking
Wikipedia
about how
page.
No, he's probably in, like,
used to work with
Toronto or
Ryan
something.
Gosling. He's like, yeah, I used to work with Gosling.
He probably talks about him like they're still best friends.
Yeah.
That's scary. This is spooky. I don't like this.
I'm getting scared, you guys.
Dude, this series was really kind of terrifying.
He's going to
man.
hell.
It was fun.
What do you think that old man had to do to go to hell?
I don't know. He probably molested
You think he
somebody.
diddled little
Yeah,
kids?
that's what I was going for.
I think he diddled some kids.
I think he did too.
He looked like Mel Gibson from that one movie with the fucked up face.
The Man Without a Face.
Yeah.
That movie's so shitty. I love that. I love how shitty that movie is.
We should do that movie.
No one has ever talked about that movie in years.
Shut up. I've got the movie poster on my wall at home.
The man without a face.
In his bathroom.
It's the one where
He's in his bathroom.
Mel Gibson is basically Two-Faced. And he's like super mean to like the kid
All right,
that comes
look at
across.
Ryan Gosling be a piece of shit.
That was a prequel.
Well, who
origin
has
story
flowers
for
all
Two-Face,
over their room?
right?
Like
Somebody who's obsessed
Dude,
with
in
Look
the
at that
90s,
90s kitchen.
Dude, in the 90s, it was all about houseplants.
all about him, dude.
Dude, yeah,
Dude, he has a cell
watch
phone.
movies and TV from the 90s.
Houseplants.
It's called a
Houseplants.
cordless
They're so big
phone.
in the
Look at that
Everywhere.
phone.
The bathroom everywhere.
These days
Ferns.
He's like,
for something.
No, I think I'm just gonna work on the hearse for a little while.
he's just macking, dude. He's just talking to somebody macking.
Drag you through the door, and there's all this screaming coming from the other side.
This is really hard acting,
Oh yeah, are you gonna listen to Clark and Ryan?
pretending that he's on the phone.
This bracelet
Clark and Ryan. Should we change our podcast name?
Cloak and Ryan.
He said it's
So,
He's doing the terrible phone acting.
Yeah.
hey, shut up.
Listen to it on the
Don't be
radio.
talking about Ryan that way. That's my guy.
Listen to me.
What?
What?
He's dead.
Dead.
You died because you got your ear pierced.
This is a Hayden Christensen. That's the third appearance of Hayden Christensen in spirit in this series.
Staying right here.
Is that Hayden Christensen?
We had Evil Dead 2. Wait. Kinda, actually.
Damn, you back in the lobby, bro.
You can't escape.
You dead, you dead as fuck, kid.
some Final Destination
Take
shit.
your number. Don't
Is that a
talk,
slap
don't
bracelet?
knock on the
Yeah,
door.
it was a slap bracelet. That's how he put it on him. And then it like locked up. You can't
I mean, this
escape
was
death.
Nickelodeon. Nickelodeon was like one of the first, like, probably not one of the first, but really one of the early ones that I remember networks making merchandise. They had GAC.
Yeah.
Gak. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
GAC, they had
Gak,
the slime. And slime
Double
has actually
Dare.
slime has
Gak-
actually made a
Gak
comeback.
was the most popular.
You know, slime is popular again, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. Well,
There's
the
these
people
whole
make-
like
Well,
make,
this was
make your
Nickelodeon
own,
in its
make your own
prime.
slime.
This is Nickelodeon in its prime.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
they
the
had
90s. God.
Countless, incredible, like very popular television series.
Watch this. Watch this. Watch this.
cartoons.
This is why this is
Double
interesting.
Dare.
Watch.
You can't come in here unless you're in the union.
Watch this.
So you about
Hello.
to, you about to do a podcast?
We're on the air live, so to speak. This is station 109.1.
Gilbert
At
Gottfried
the
doing an
end of your
impersonation.
radio dial. For spirits at the end of their ropes.
Doing like a Orson Welles.
Yeah, I was trying to put my finger on who he was trying to do there.
We're here to help all of those lost souls who missed the boat.
Just
If you
did y'all see that
He
Orson
always looks like he's
Welles?
trying to take a shit.
Did y'all see that
Champagne
that
commercial.
dug up Orson Welles
Oh, where he's,
champagne
yeah, where
commercial?
he's shit faced?
He's drunk as fuck. He's
Fucking
like,
drunk
he's like,
as shit.
Orson Welles.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah. Dude, you haven't seen that?
No.
Oh my god.
No, I would love to see
He's,
that.
he's not even looking at the camera. He's looking at the
Yeah,
director.
I'll tell you what.
like-
Listen, as a special treat to our guests,
The
at
other
end,
actors.
as a
You wanna
special
play it?
treat, as a special treat
Okay.
to our guests, at the end of our shorts,
We're
let's
gonna
play
watch
that for Chris.
Yeah, okay, I'll pull it up.
The name is Roy.
And I'll stop talking about it so I won't give anything away. It's fucking hilarious.
If I had a dime for every time somebody tried to weasel out of death, huh?
So,
If I had a dime.
What?
I said if I had a dime.
Say? Gum?
That would be a classic. If somebody could like piece together like harvest a shitload of Gilbert Gottfried dialogue and piece it together somehow where it would sound like he's arguing with himself. Like
No, that would be great. No, that's a brilliant idea.
Yeah, and just put it together to where it sounds like Gilbert Gottfried is arguing with himself.
Ever wonder where the term your numbers up came from? Now you know.
There's been a mistake! You got the wrong guy!
Oh no, look at them eyebrows.
Earth 2.
Yeah, try and keep up.
so apparently, the show Dead Like Me got its whole premise from this episode of Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Highly doubt that.
No, it's a hack job apparently.
Yeah.
4 o'clock.
We're on
doubt
to you. We're on to you, Dead Like Me.
Send us some free shit, Dead Like Me.
We're on to you.
It's hush money.
Send us some hush money. Well, we're calling the people at Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Yeah. We don't want your seasons of DVDs, all right?
Yeah. I don't want your shitty show.
Chris does, but I want some money. I'm gonna
Bullshit.
expose you.
Bullshit.
I'm
I'm
exposing
gonna
you.
call the
All right,
offices
you already
of Are
know
You
it's a
Afraid
matter
of
of
the Dark.
time. It's a matter of time before Nickelodeon announces we're bringing back Are You Afraid of the
Oh,
Dark?
yeah. I mean,
It's
it
gonna
had to.
happen. We all know this is
Sage
gonna
of a
happen.
reboot, dude.
What,
Well,
if they
there's
could
some-
get Gosling back,
Dude.
to reprise the role,
A shot for
let's
shot
do a
remake?
sequel of this one.
Let's
Let's do it.
Hey, do you think we'll ever do can we do a double feature with Blade Runner and the sequel?
No. No, I would love to do it.
It's
Actually.
y'all's call. So
I'm
I'm just
I'd love
spitballing
to do
here.
I've been wanting to do.
Well, I'm
this
thinking about
movies.
this is one of his first television appearances,
Yeah.
right? And he's also he's one of my favorite actors of this time.
It's weird to think that
Yeah, he is very good.
it's
a
weird
good
to
actor.
think that 3 years after this show happened, he did Remember the Titans. That's a really weird thing.
Yeah.
It's a weird thing to think
Wow,
about.
yeah.
See, you guys have been following this guy since he
big
sprouted
fan.
his
I
first
follow
period.
him.
Like, I don't
gets
know
him
much
laid.
about
He
him.
gets-
Followed him
gets
my whole
Aaron
life.
laid, so.
He has gotten me laid multiple times.
That's what I'm going
I
for with
follow
this.
him.
Have you noticed?
He's a good wingman that you've never met.
He's a good wingman I've never met. And if he ever goes to any conventions around here, I will pay hundreds of dollars to bring
to take a photo with him.
I'll bring two things. I'll bring Blade Runner 2049 poster from the sign, and I'm gonna bring a thing of Goosebumps. Say cheese and die, and I'll be like, sign this. He's gonna look at me and be like,
No.
"You're a fucking psycho, aren't you?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "Hell yeah, dog. What's up?"
You gonna be walking to your car alone later?
Hey.
I'm gonna be over here staring at you all day.
I'll be like, "Thank you, Ryan Gosling. You
So he came up on
you've
him.
changed my life."
What are you crazy?
What are you crazy?
Now here's something to think about. Gilbert Gottfried is not the bad guy in this situation.
No.
He's just doing his job.
He's just doing
He's
his job,
just a
man.
union man.
He works for the union.
I put in my
Because
time.
they've already showed you twice that these old men saying I'm not ready, and then they take him in anyway.
Yeah.
That's really weird because usually old people that age are ready. They're
Well,
like,
you'll see.
I'm fucking content.
They're like,
There's a nice little
I'm
twist.
tired.
That's the thing about children's stories,
Fucking tired.
which I wish they wouldn't do, is they always give them this happy twist at the end.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
It's
well,
kind of
it can't-
bullshit.
That's just American.
And occasionally,
It's kind of
just
bullshit.
they give him a little twitch
That's America Canada bullshit.
as well.
They don't do that over
You have the
France. They
Jason
tell 'em
mask
Rob
attached to your
quit.
thing, and it's really weirding me out. You put that there, didn't you?
Yeah,
No, that's my. That's
Because
my.
I remember seeing it over there. You actually put it there.
No, I moved it.
You needed the energy.
trying to get
Well, I've been
spooky up this
marathoning them
bitch.
like
Trying to get
hardcore in the
spooky up
last
this
24
bitch.
hours. So yes, I wanted Jason to be right there.
I love that story.
God.
Take a shot, listeners.
Hey, is it time for another shot?
Yes,
We're approaching the
yes.
end.
It is crap.
Of just
It
this
is
one,
total
of this
crap.
short.
Oh, I'm
Good idea.
gonna
You.
enjoy
Yeah.
this.
All right, so Ringwraiths
Cheap ass costume.
Ringwraiths have jumped out of Middle Earth. They are now inside
Ringwraiths.
of Are You Afraid of the Dark?
I know
They're
something
trying to
bad's
find the
going
one
on.
ring, and all they found is a screaming Gilbert Gottfried
And Ryan
and
Gosling
a very
for some
young
reason.
Ryan Gosling. And it's not what they want.
He's dead. They just threw that kid into hell.
Everybody wants a young Ryan Gosling. I don't know what y'all
Never
talking
done
about.
that before.
Okay, y'all are going down.
Okay, Harvey.
No, I just mean if you have a child,
You're
why would
going
you not
down a
want it?
path I can't follow you on.
If you were trying to get pregnant and you wanted a
R.I.P.
child, who would
Ahmed.
not
Look,
want
look,
to
look, look.
give birth to young Ryan Gosling?
Look, this is the explanation.
12-year-old Ryan Gosling.
Yeah.
He never heard that sound before, so they're kicking the kid
Who wouldn't
back.
want to give birth to that?
Like, look, they're saying that God is listening, and that they'll send the kid back because he wasn't ready.
Oh, God just came in?
Yeah, he just kicked him back. He said, "I've never heard that sound before."
They said I wasn't dead.
Uh-oh.
I
made a mistake. Oh, great. There goes my pension.
Yeah. I'm gonna get so fired.
I guess. It all kind of happened fast.
I'm not going to lie. I
What a
did have that
terrible
haircut.
actor.
I did have that haircut.
What happened to what's God
Bro,
look like?
we all had that haircut, dog.
I had that haircut
Not
for
like
10
me.
years.
No, you're right, Tim. I can vouch for Tim.
Yeah.
I can.
What, having the haircut?
Yeah.
Bracelet off your wrist.
That specific one right there, yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
no,
but it was
not-
longer. It went
was-
past the
I
ear.
had
and
that
shit,
haircut for a
but-
very long time.
It was
very long
it was
time.
all Eddie Furlong's fault.
We all
for Terminator 2.
Right? We all wanted to be him.
Yeah. I got that haircut after Terminator 2 and kept it for 10 years.
I did the same, only I kept it for a couple.
yeah.
This thing goes.
So he said
I just
if
tried
you
to-
live the life, if you
I
live
tried
a
to
good
have
life,
blink
then
hair.
you want to go. So you just get that nice little twist to it.
Oh, yeah, he's like, get me the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I'm done, man. I'm tired.
He's like, I'm just trying to get away from my ex-wife.
Yeah. Don't
Get
send
that-
me back. Don't send me back to that.
And then the
harping-
happy, like this is the
happy,
prologue.
upbeat music.
The next day, everything's back to normal.
Now the brothers are friends
yeah,
because
now
they
they're
went through
friends.
this ordeal.
Yeah. They get along
Look at
now.
that.
Yeah,
Look at
let's just
that.
go play fetch.
Wow.
And he's
Right,
done.
guy?
He's done with death. Like he's experienced death. He knows what it's all about.
Oh, look, he's actually wearing a color for the first
Ryan
time.
Gosling's
Yeah,
gonna take
he's
him out
not
back
all
and show
he's
him
not
what,
all goth now.
what for.
Did he just
Oh,
let a fart
Jesus.
out of there?
No, it's a little
Tim,
kid.
grow up.
Would you?
And we don't really give a fuck who these kids are for the fire camp scene because that's the continuing theme throughout this series.
Yeah.
Right.
It's just the end camp. It's like the Crypt Keeper in Tales from the Crypt.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
exactly.
the dark
Tales from the
was-
Crypt.
It's
Tales from the dark side.
dude, the the PG-13 or PG, the PG, the PG
PG Crypt
anthology.
show,
Like
yeah.
how often has
PG
that been
Crypt
made?
show.
Yeah.
You know, Are You Afraid of Dark and Goosebumps kind of kicked that off. It started with the books, obviously, but
Right. Well, Goosebumps were books.
Do y'all remember that? Do y'all
No,
remember
Are You Afraid of Dark is
that
a rip-off,
really,
so.
like the later seasons of Are You Afraid of the Dark? Do you remember that episode where it's like it's a summer camp, and there's like a werewolf in the woods and shit,
It has to be unanimous.
and the whole thing's about this scary thing, this scary camp, and then like at the very end they look up and they're like, one day we'll go there, and you look up and where the moon's supposed to be is Earth. You're like, what the hell is going on in this shit?
Yeah.
That's how like most of those episodes used to end, where it was.
You remember that show Erie, Indiana?
Yes,
Which was
I
kind of
remember
the
Erie.
same thing.
I
It
loved
was-
that show.
Yeah, it was like
I love that one. Yeah,
it was always like different.
show was my jam.
Every
Yeah.
episode.
that show
Northern
came on-
Exposure. Yeah, that was another.
all right, guys, that was
twisted
the
movie.
third, and we're approaching
TV
the
show.
final
Thanks, Ryan. Guy.
video.
We did it.
Ryan Gosling
appreciate
right
you, Ryan
there.
Guy.
God, those credits are quick because you know primetime children's television is a racket.
Well, they
Most
had
of
to.
it's-
They had to
most
hurry
of
this
it-
shit up.
You gotta
Like,
sell.
They had
you gotta,
guts next.
You gotta sell people Hot Wheels and fucking the little disc shooters.
Oh, there was
and
Guts or Legends of
Oh,
Hidden
and they
Temple
had to-
or
they had to
Wild and
sell
Crazy Kids.
laser
Well, no, this
guns
was
and-
part of SNCC.
I know it was a
They
part
had
of
to sell
Yeah, but they gotta sell a
Crossfire,
lot
dog.
of shit in between them. So
Well, they also did the big red couch thing. So when an episode ended, they would cut back to those kids and be like, "Well, did y'all enjoy that episode?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
coming up next is such and such." Like,
Nickelodeon, 1995.
It was like TRL before TRL.
All right, so that was that one. We're gonna take a shot to the finalization of the
Jesus
second
Christ,
appearance.
you
of
have
Ryan
another
Gosling.
one?
I
Yeah,
just
we
took
have-
mine.
Looks like he has two more.
We're almost done.
Two.
We're almost done.
Well,
How we took that?
We are almost done. Oh, did you already take it? God
that's
damn,
all right. We
Tim.
will.
I think so.
I've just been pouring little.
All right,
half
cheers.
shots.
I'm gonna start it and I'm gonna go pee, so y'all can talk about your long
God.
and talk about how I've changed your experience of the
Cheers,
last
boys.
night of 13
Get your
Nights
shit
of
together,
Halloween.
Zach.
Yeah. Yippee!
I'm sure you've had a good time, Tim. You always do.
I've had a blast.
All right, so let's kick this thing off.
If Ryan Gosling's in this, I'm walking out. Nothing? No? What?
He's in it?
Oh, I already know what this is. I already
What is this?
know what this
you don't
is.
know what this is.
Yeah, we do. We already know what this is.
It started 3, 2, 1. Go.
We saw it.
I will go ahead and say this right now before it
God
begins.
damn it!
Oh, we haven't
I didn't count it off. I didn't count it off.
We haven't
Okay.
technical difficulties
Yeah, a
right
little
now.
bit.
Nothing.
Little
It's a
bit.
fly all over
right,
again.
we'll do that, and then we'll go back. Are y'all ready? 3,
Ready.
2, 1. All right.
Due to
All right,
my
I will
strong
say this
personal
without spoiling anything.
I wish to
I
stress
saw
that this
this
film is no way
artist.
versus the Bleach
I saw this artist live in 1988 at the Houston Summit.
What?
Whenever I was about
You saw
3
this-
or
you
4
saw this in
years
the
old.
Summit?
Yes.
You saw this in Joel Osteen's church?
Is it at the Summit
For,
now?
what,
that's
for
what-
our listeners,
Is it really?
This is
Yeah.
Michael Jackson's video Thriller.
Joel Osteen's
Well,
church.
I
is
was
in
going to
the
wait
Summit.
for it. I figured they would know eventually. But no. My
the
mom,
Rockets used
my
to
mother
play.
still has the ticket stubs
Really?
very safely in a
How
nice
old are
safe
you?
spot. I'm 145 years old.
Because, like...
Pretty
I don't-
spry.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, I was 88 whenever I went. But yeah, I was scared to death whenever I went. I was very young.
This video has a very famous classic making of.
Honestly, we're out again.
Yeah, I need to watch that.
So,
I'm pretty sure I
That
have
was,
at some point.
What did we say? It was John Landis directed this?
Yeah.
This is
Yeah, he directed this after...
look at they got the doo-wop thing going on. Even his jeans, the way they're cuffed. Mm-hmm. Like this is
Like
he's got
Motownish.
the Letterman jacket
Sorry, I
on.
didn't
She's got the black and white. I don't know what those shoes are called,
Can I
but
ask
that
you
was
something?
those are like the shoes for girls back then. Those white,
you know I like you,
black.
don't you?
They're like...
There's a name.
Is
for
it
it.
is it wrong of me to say once I see MJ on screen, I'm like, is that makeup or
Nah, that's not wrong.
So I gotta ask. So I'm back on my little walk away. Like, did Chris step all over that first title sequence where it said that he goes against his religious convictions because of how Jehovah's Witness that Michael Jackson was?
What the hell are you talking about?
That first little title scene where it says, "This in no way."
Oh yeah, the quote
shows
from
that
Michael
in
Jackson.
no way
He says this.
Jehovah's Witness.
Due to my convictions, this way in no way endorses a belief in the occult.
The occult, yeah.
I don't know.
That's pretty important though, because like he was. That's one of his big hang-ups.
Well, people freaked out about this. I was not allowed to watch this video as a little kid.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I got in trouble for watching this. I remember.
And then you missed that my very first concert of all time was in '88.
Yeah, I don't really care about your concerts.
Okay, that's
concerts.
But anywho,
Well, because I was raised Irish Catholic, and like my grandparents was like they would unsubscribe. They did not even want the channel MTV available in their house.
Whenever this came out.
Yeah, no. Well,
there was
just,
no unsubscribing when you were a little kid.
It was whatever.
You could block channels.
No, they would block it or just say they didn't want it. Yeah.
Oh damn! Look at him.
Werewolf.
Fuck.
Who did the? No. Okay, so I didn't
John
have my
Landis
read.
directed it.
It's the same crew from
American Werewolf in London.
Yeah, so my read 14-minute horror theme music video released on December 2nd, 1983. So it's done by John Landis, but like who did the special effects? The same people from American Werewolf.
Same team,
same crew.
Yeah.
Whole same crew.
That's so crazy.
Michael Jackson called Landis and was like, I love your film. I love what you did. Hey,
do that to me.
You feel me? Like
made me werewolf, boo.
It scared
Turn me into a scary monster.
It scared me and Bubbles. Like, it even scared Bubbles really bad. So why don't you come over here? I'd like to collaborate
It's really weird that Michael Jackson was like, hey.
Is it?
I want to be a fucking...
Is it weird that he did that?
A werewolf.
There's no way that's weird.
That's not the weirdest thing.
Well, it just goes to show you
the weirdest
that he's
thing
been
is
that way
this was 1983. He hadn't really started getting weird yet.
Oh, like you know the guy. As if, I mean, he was probably psycho from the moment he popped out of the wombie.
The woomie? No, it doesn't happen like that. Well, it kind of happens like that. But no, there's a lot of... He dealt with a lot of pain.
And that's there we find out, bam, they were just watching
a movie
that he is in, apparently.
This is the beginning. Look at that. That's a famous gift.
That's
right there.
yeah. That's the meme from the
fucking great meme.
People are getting wild in the comments. So,
I'm here to look at the comments.
Yeah.
Meme.
Holy shit!
God, I love memes.
That's a good jacket. Very famous.
By the way, if anybody doesn't know, and I'm sure all you guys know, but if the listeners don't know, there is a website, there's a Facebook group that you can follow that gives you daily updates on Michael Jackson's health condition in case you are worried about
so just
how
anybody
he's feeling currently.
He's dead. No, I'm way ahead of hand on that. You have no idea.
I'm not worried about you guys. I'm not worried about y'all.
That's why he's saying to the
House of
listener.
Wax. Well, look at the famous posters in the back. House of Wax, which was obviously Vincent Price, who obviously is
he
in
does
there.
yeah.
What's the
Quincy Jones?
He
so well made, honestly. I have to start.
Fuck, I'm getting turned up.
Yeah, am I?
Hey, dude, this is the last
I
video.
feel like I'm
Turn the
about to
fuck
start
up right now.
kind of like
Look.
glorifying MJ right now.
This is the last
if that's
video.
cool or not.
Listen, guys, hold on. This is Celebration, okay?
This is the last video.
We've been working on this since May.
wow.
Like, it's been almost 6 months that we've been like sitting here and drinking a lot and just talking shit like we would do any other day.
Without anybody listening to it or hearing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been hard. All this
It's been
content
really
we've
hard.
had.
We put a lot of work.
Yeah, there's a lot of content that, like, when people come up to me and talk about the podcast, I'm like, man, some of our best episodes.
Y'all stop talking about how hard you worked on it.
No, I'm not.
No, look, dude, Chris.
I'm saying,
Chris,
like, when people
this
come
is-
up to me and talk about it, I'm like, man, some of our best shit hasn't even come out yet.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Hell
and
yeah.
it's been hard to stay quiet on that. You know, we've been sleeping on this for a while.
Well, no, but it's also like this is the first episode of A2Z Movie Night. This is a celebration. Like, I don't care about the fucking music video. I want to talk about like this thing that we've done, like, because it really is like we started this with the thing,
Yeah.
Oh, this is
and
the
now
fellatio
we're in
section,
a
right?
studio. Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, like, this is the final. Like, we put a lot of hours into this 13.
Yeah, and we're finally
We
gonna
put
see
a lot
some
of hours into
payoff.
everything, and I don't care how many people are listening. I'm proud
I
of
don't
this.
care either.
I'm
Yeah,
proud
same.
of this thing.
No,
Yeah.
Same here. Same here.
We've put out some.
If you're still listening, awesome. If you're not, whatever.
Cool.
We're doing it for fun. We're doing it because we love doing it.
We do love. We do love.
We have a
doing this.
passion for
It
it,
is fun.
and that's why we're here.
putting it to good use.
We have a lot of fun. We like to have a good time here.
Damn, it's so good.
It's still Tim's line.
You
guys ever seen that? You guys ever seen that video of the Indian maximum security prison that does like the choreographed thriller?
That's probably the best one I've ever seen. But yeah, this.
Could you imagine being that bored and be like,
the dance choreography in this?
You killed 5 people. Let's fucking get together tomorrow at 10 a.m. and we're gonna fucking dance.
We're gonna learn every dance move. Yeah, because there's been so many videos like flash mobs that that come into a mall and just start doing the dance.
No, we haven't gotten to the dance yet.
That's what I'm saying. That's people do that dance.
What it's created,
and it is. It's so infectious. Like this song, this dance, everything about it.
I mean,
it's just such a crazy but cool. I mean, it's like. Props to Michael Jackson. That's a really cool idea. He's like, no, I got an idea. I want all the dancers to be dressed up like fucking disgusting ass zombies.
Hell yeah.
And then we got bust some killer ass dance moves. And like,
I want them to look like the dead.
He put pop music and horror together. Which people would have been like, that's impossible. Like, you can't have this pop song and then have this grotesque makeup.
But he made it work.
And he was like, he made it more than work. I mean, it became an instant classic. I think it's still one of the highest selling albums of all time.
Well, it's like there's a certain scale that makes like the Halloween sound, because I've been looking for music to put together this thing.
The organ is a big deal.
The organ, but like no, it's different things. It's just like a certain like skill that people run on this track that makes it Halloween sounding, and like I've been putting this cheesy music in this whole thing.
So they actually cut the music for a moment, and this is one of the very first like cinematic music videos too, where it's like it told a story instead of just showing him like walking down the street dancing, singing a song.
Oh yeah, the budget of this is it's only second to like Madonna.
All right, we got Zombie Jackson. Here we go.
That shoulder pop.
This is it. Like this is
the dance.
So badass.
Dude, this music video cost, what was it?
Probably millions of dollars.
He only topped it.
We talked about it
black
before.
And white. Yeah, the black and white music video he did with Janet years later took the crown.
It's like the most successful music video in 2006 by the Guinness Book of World Records.
I think the most expensive music video is still Michael
Jackson. It cost $500,000.
Yeah, Scream costs $7 million.
Well, yeah, they were using the same special effects.
They have
like
they have box office numbers for $9 million.
Yeah, that's insane. It's insane. That part right there, the back and forth.
And this is the one that you see mimicked everywhere.
Yeah, oh yeah. Flash mobs, I mean, yeah. Fucking proposal videos.
Oh, yeah. That makeup is really, selling it really hard, too.
It's awesome.
I mean, it's grade A,
And Michael Jackson already has kind of a weird face, so it's like, you know what I mean? So it's like, it gets even weirder when you put that weird yellow makeup on.
It was, yeah. So this dude has the power to turn into a zombie and turn back to a human.
Turn back right.
Like this through sheer power of dance.
It's power of music. It's power of dance and music.
He's like, bam, I'm a zombie. Bam, I'm a human again.
He's just spooky, man. He's a spooky boy.
So cool.
All right, look. Okay, so I was planning on ending this episode at the end of this music video. The end of the music video is a Vincent. Oh yeah.
I saw you put something different on there, though.
Never mind. I wanted to get final thoughts on 13 Nights of Halloween.
Why don't we do the final thoughts when it's time to do the final thoughts?
No, we're gonna be laughing at Orson Welles, so we can do it after Orson Welles.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Let's do it. Let's get it out now. We have 3 minutes to do final thoughts.
I'll go first.
Let's start with Tim. Tim, you kind of kicked this whole A2Z Movie Night thing off. So.
Well, I'll say with these movies coming out, we thought long and hard about the movies we were going to do. I think we put together a nice list of movies.
We thought way too hard.
I mean, really hard on it.
So like
we are pretty proud of what y'all are about to be getting or have already had the opportunity to listen to by the time this comes out. So yeah, I'm happy about it. We spent a lot of time on it, and I can't wait for y'all to come up to us and tell us how ridiculous we act on them.
All right, Chris, final thought?
My final thought, I've had a lot of fun doing it. This has been a blast. I love Halloween. I love horror movies. It's kind of my bread and butter. What I'm most excited for is this is about to be its own thing. Just me and Tim. This is only just a taste of what's to come. It might be a little different. It might be a lot the same. We don't know. We don't know. We'll know when we get there. But thanks for listening.
I quit.
Aaron? Aaron, final thoughts on the 13 Nights?
You know what? I've had a blast doing it, and I think that even if we weren't doing this podcast and we just met up and like watched movies and just talked shit with each other and had this sort of camaraderie, it would be really cool and I'd have a good time doing it. But the fact that we kind of like encapsulate this and put it out, and just the fact that a couple of people are even listening to it, let alone like how many people actually are listening to it. We have, you know, when me and Tim are at the bar, we have strangers, people we don't even know, coming up talking to us about it.
That's crazy. I don't know how to deal with that.
It's really cool, and I think that like everything being said right now about the podcast that we do, this podcast, and where we're going and where we've been, this 13 Nights was essentially a challenge to us. We talked about this a long time ago, and it was essentially a challenge. And we talked about, we're like,
Rick Baker.
Hey, let's do this fucking crazy thing, and let's spend a lot of time on it. And I think right now what we're doing is realizing that whatever the fuck we want to do, we can do it. You know what I mean? We can do it. And as long as people keep talking to us and keep telling us that they like it, we'll keep doing it. And that's about it. I don't know. Whatever. Fuck it.
That's about it?
That's bad. I think I'm tired. I'm gonna go home now. All right, Zach, what's up?
Man, I'm to be honest, not to get too soft.
Oh boy!
Hey, don't be doing some gay shit.
But we started doing this thing.
We
started doing this thing, and now it's becoming its own thing. And it y'all have over the course of doing this, and I know we put these episodes out. We have a thing that we do, but like over the course of doing this, we talked about this the other night, Tim. I know you said something about it. Like y'all have become better friends than I've ever had in my life.
No.
Hey man.
That's
I'm serious. I mean, me and Aaron have been friends for a long time.
Yeah.
Me and Aaron at A to Z, you know, like we've been
get
connected
uncomfortable with emotion, right?
But I'm just it's not. It's my emotions, it's not yours. Fuck you. But no, I mean, thank you guys for being a part of it. Thank you, Tim, for
inspiring
it.
Well,
thank you, Chris, for joining in the crew.
For taking that idea that we came up with and
at the bar
doing something with it.
Yeah, and dude, like, I mean, this is the end point of like a long game we've been playing. It's been so much fun. I enjoy it.
Yeah.
So now let's watch Orson Welles get really shit-faced into commercials.
All right.
I think we've.
This is the first time we've
Halloween's
ever
over, y'all.
Yeah.
How have I not seen this?
Yeah.
Do we do the original
Halloween's
takes?
over.
Or we do the celebrity?
Orson Welles
the
wine
top one.
commercial?
It's the
It's
first
a wine
one.
commercial?
No, just listen.
It's a champagne.
Just listen. Just listen.
No way.
Listen, Chris. It's
These
the
poor
best.
these other actors I feel so sorry for them.
All right. Hold on, I gotta change some settings here.
Just looking at him,
Dude, he looks like 100% blasted.
Yeah, he's probably already down like 2 bottles of that shit.
Working with the master.
Orson fucking Welles. Look at the guy holding the champagne. He's like, line.
Should I open it?
Yeah.
He's like, can't even breathe. I haven't started already. I don't know.
I can't hear him. I
no,
can't hear
what's
him.
going on?
There's no audio.
What's going on? Hold on, y'all just be patient.
All right.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
Y'all vamp.
Okay. That's my vampire teeth coming out.
I'm a scary.
No. So
Orson Welles has a.
No.
Always had so much respect for the man.
No, this is
Really?
one thing too. So
Big
like,
Orson Welles fan, are you?
I don't know.
Nah.
I thought he had a good radio voice. Whatever.
So like talking about community and kind of thing
How old
we
are
were
you,
talking
100?
about. The thing we were talking about. Y'all, dude, that Orson Welles reading the fucking War of the Worlds.
Yeah.
Y'all remember that shit?
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
You wanna
People
talk
thought that we were really under attack.
Yes.
By
Can you
aliens.
imagine that?
Yes.
Could you imagine being so ignorant to like just?
Well, look at the time.
Like, no, that's what I'm
They
saying.
didn't know
like,
at the time.
I'm not saying they're
They
stupid.
seek
I'm
the
just saying
radio
they're
for actual
ignorant, right?
news.
Yeah.
Right. And it was like there was a very small disclaimer that actually came on in the very.
And if they didn't hear the disclaimer at the beginning, they
if
thought it
nobody
was
tuned in,
actual
It was
news.
almost like going, I'm going to be reading.
Yeah. If
War
you
of the
tuned in
Worlds.
late,
And then as soon
you
as he
thought the fucking
as soon
world
as he
was
said
ending.
That,
Yeah.
As soon as he said that, he was just like, he was going
He just
after
went
it.
on. Yeah.
And people were losing their fucking shit.
All right, we're watching the first thing, and Orson Welles drunk.
I'm excited for this.
We're gonna
He
play
looks
it
a lot like
in
an old friend of mine right now. It's kind of weird.
3, 2, 1.
Camera.
All right, we're in.
102, take 1. Action, please.
Action, please. Look at that lady. Jesus Christ.
You just do anything? 102, take 2.
Come on, Orson.
The French has always been celebrated for its excellence. There's a California champagne by Paul Masson, inspired by that same French excellence. It's fermented in the bottle.
Oh,
like
my
the best French champagne.
God, he's so gone.
Paul Masson.
They're like, just stop.
Champagne has always been celebrated for its excellence. There is a California champagne by Paul Masson.
Say what? What'd you say?
By that same French excellence. It's fermented in the bottle and like the best French.
He told him to fucking pour it.
Dated. So Paul
These
Masson.
poor actors.
I know. I feel so sorry for them.
All right. We got it.
There you go,
Okay,
kids.
guys.
We're out.
That was
How
it.
are we gonna end this?
How are we gonna end it? I don't know.
We 10 minutes ago, hopefully.
No, y'all. Look, you guys. Y'all do y'all's final thoughts,
All
and
right,
we're
fine.
done.
We did our final thoughts.
We already did all
We
that
wrapped
shit.
it up.
No, I'm saying y'all end this motherfucker. I don't know how to.
Okay, the end.
All right.
Thank you guys. I mean, this has been a blast. So, hope y'all enjoyed it. Let us know what y'all think.
Well, what do you think about the future?
Tell us what y'all want us to do next.
We got
have
video
lots-
game month coming up.
Yeah, we got
Stop
lots
listening to Tim. Stop
lots of
listening to
ideas.
Tim. We have a lot of things coming up. A lot of things coming up that we've had in the vault for quite a few months. We're very excited about those. We probably had more fun doing those than we did these 13 nights.
Totally.
Honestly.
Absolutely.
So you have a lot to look forward to if you enjoy listening to us. Stick with us. Love you. Thanks. I don't know. That's it.
All right. So
Play
that's
us out,
been-
Mickey. Play us out.
Happy Halloween, you guys.
Yeah, get us out of here.
Hope y'all had a happy Halloween.